The second question I'm going to ask you is, what are you sent here to do? What's your assignment? There has to be more to you than just marriage. There has to be more to you than just money. There has to be more. I believe every woman is called to a ministry. The issue is you have to find it. It may not be a pulpit ministry, it may not be a preaching ministry, but you're called to something. One day I was thinking about great men of God who had done great things. And then I was thinking of Billy Graham. I think it was that the season where he just passed. And they were doing a lot of documentaries, if you can remember at that time. There were lots of documentaries being done on him and telling his story and everything. And I was just thinking to myself, this man, he would stand in stadiums preaching the gospel, preaching to presidents, preaching to the queen. He did so much. And I asked myself, I said, who was his mother? Who was his mother? She probably raised him without the complete knowledge of who she was raising. Now that's ministry. But some women will tell you that if you don't hold a mic in your hand, that you are not a minister of the gospel. I beg to differ. I believe that some of us are called to raise godly seed. And that is a ministry. I believe some of us are called to just intercede over our husbands. That's a ministry. I believe it. I don't even believe every pastor's wife is called to pulpit ministry. I don't believe it. I believe that your first assignment is to be the wife of the pastor, to wife him. I believe that that's your first assignment. And so when I say, what are you called to do? What are you sent to do? Usually people begin to think ministry in terms of, I have to go to the nations, I have to do missions. No. Sometimes your assignment is an assignment that is just quiet. Nobody else but you and God understands it. Look at Jael. Deborah was a prophetess. She was a judge. She was a wife. I assume she was a mother, even though it wasn't mentioned. And she was obviously a strategist, because when she called for Barak to go, he said, except you go with me. Because he needed counsel, needed advice. But look who God used to win the battle. A stay-at-home mom, who the only thing she knew was hospitality and how to set up a tent and bring down that tent. Sometimes I think about it, what if she had not practiced bringing down, using the hammer and the nail, if she had not practiced it well? Because the Bible says with one fell swoop, he hit, what's his name now? Sisera in his head, and he died instantly. If she had missed it, and he held her hand, her generation unborn would be dead. But she knew one thing, and she used that thing she knew. She used hospitality. She didn't go and pick up a sword. She took a glass of milk. He said, I want water. She said, water? I can do better than that. I'll give you milk. She gave him milk and covered him, and he slept. He relaxed. Hospitality. There are some people, he was so comfortable, he forgot he was at war. He forgot he was running. Because this woman understood the assignment. She didn't go outside to be trained with a sword. She knew that this is what I know and this is how I'm going to use it. What's in your hand, God can use it. He doesn't need to put a mic in your hand. What's in your hand, God can use it. And truly, I'm tired of women just thinking all I'm called to do is just marry. No, there's so much greatness on the inside of you. So much. So much. A stay-at-home mom. She didn't see it coming. Sometimes the reason why you don't recognize what's in your hand is because you've taken it for granted. It's something you find easy to do. That's why you don't pay any mind to it.